So we've got all the elements of our clicking game there. Now what we could do is we can move these about a bit. We can add more blocks if we want to make it a little bit more difficult for the player. Move that like that. Let's add a few more there. And remember, because we've done cloning, we've done all the coding, it's going to add that number there so we don't have to keep on doing each bit. So let's move these like that. So I've got 12 this time. And we just want to have a little thing where, put it like that, just makes it a little bit neater. Let's have a little thing where once it's you're done, we're going to have a thing where it can play again, okay? So the bottom down here, within the box, we need to click create, and I just want you to call this type play again, okay? Again, it doesn't matter what sprites you do. You can upload your own, you can create your own, but for argument's sake, there's a really nice feature on the students one and the teacher one because they're exactly the same. I'm going to click on arrows. I'm going to click on this little, where is it? This little replay button. But I can change whatever I want. If I want to, I can go back into the sprites here. I can click on objects and I can have like a key or whatnot. It really doesn't matter. Okay. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to put that. I want that to appear maybe in the corner here like that. So that'd be quite nice. And then have edit behaviors. Go to GUI. Label. And have play. Let's do capital P. Play again. I'm going to have that centered. I'm going to make this, make it black. Or make it, or maybe a blue, dark blue. See how that looks like. Again, I have to go out. It's probably going to be a little bit too big. Yeah, and let's make that a little bit smaller. So let's go back into behaviors. Let's change the font size to, I don't know, 7. It's quite nice. Let's position it correctly. Go into the actual play to see if you're happy. Yeah, I'm okay with that. That's fine. Right. So we don't want this to be activated all the time. And we want it to only appear when it goes down to 0. So let's do some of the elements first. First, we want to be able to click on the arrow and it restarts the game. So let's do that first. So click on edit, play again, behaviors. We've just got the label here. So we just want mouse down and restart this game, restart this level. Okay, so game flow. So you've got pause game, load game, restart game, or whatnot. We're going to go load level. Okay. Click on down to go. And I'm just going to go restart current. And the reason I do restart current instead of level 1 is because if I want to make new levels on this and I want to make it a little bit difficult, again, this will be dynamic enough that it will only reset that current level. Okay. So let's do that. Restart current. Click OK. And now, if I click somewhere and I go, oh, I made a mistake, I can click on this and it'll restart the current. But again, we don't want this to appear. We only want this to appear when this goes to 0, once we've got, when that goes to 0 and it starts the timer. Okay? So, what do we want to do here? Go back into its behaviors. Okay? We want to have a once node. A few things here. Put that up here. And we also want to go to properties. Now, alpha is how transparent something is, okay? So 100 is it's visible and 0 it's not, okay? So let's go to logic and mass. It gets a number. So what are we going to do? So once the game is created, it's going to get 0, okay? And it's going to put the alpha for the text and also alpha for this percentage here. And if I click on play, see how it disappears. It's still there, but players don't know that, okay? So that's a little bug. And maybe you can try to work out a way how to solve that. But for now, let's just leave it there because we'll have to spawn things in and whatnot. All right, so we've got that there. We also want to have a message where this is now 100. And then out goes to alpha and out goes to percentage. But we don't have anything coming in. So again, we just need a mailbox. Do it back to front. Let's go to get. Let's call this visible, or show. Maybe that's a little bit easier. So it shows a text. Okay. Click on OK. And you can probably guess how we're going to be doing this because we've repeated it a few times now. We're going to go back into Edit, Behaviors. And we've already got a filter that does the calculation for us. So we don't really need to make another one. So all we have to do is go to Components, Message. Pass goes to Send. I'm going to move that over there. What do we call it? Show, didn't we? Show. We're going to send the object to play again. Okay. And once it hits 0, it's going to stop the timer, and it's also going to send the message show to the play again thing. So we click on this bit here just to show you how it works. So play, disactivates, gets number 1, puts alpha for the text and alpha for the actual object, the sprite. If I didn't have this bit connected, the objects would disappear, but the text would still appear here. So that would disappear, this would still appear. So let's make this 0 now, and then you'll see disactivate to show it. So and there you go, you've got play again. And then the final thing we want to do is let's add some sound. Let's add some like music. So again, how we did it, filter, we've already got it activated. Let's go to components and sound. Put that over here. Pass goes to play. Choose the sound. Go to effects. Go to what should we have? That's good. Success. Sounds good. That's fine. Let's have that one. So click OK. So once it passes, it's going to do success. Let's try that. Actually, let's do it in the main thing because we've got the main basics of our game here. There you go, 155 and 0. Now you don't have to have that 0 there. You don't have to have that number there. You can have that outside. But it's just a good indication to show you how many boxes you have to click. Click on play again. You can do that. Now you can start to think how to add these elements together to make it a little bit more interesting. Maybe when the game first starts, you want it to play a sound. So we can do that. We can put that into control. Once the game starts, or once this is created here, we can go to components. We can have it play. Let's have it play some music, for example. Let's go to loops. Again, depending on the type of account you have, you might not have some of these. You should have them, but again, I've just had to teach one for a while, so you should be fine. Again, you can upload your own. Let's have that. It's a bit loud, so I'm going to reduce the volume down to say, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe 2. Okay, let's do that. And now, when I hit play, it plays the sound. And then it'll restart because it's restarting that current game.